Today, the UIC Flames look for their 7th win of the season and their 4th consecutive win here at the Credit Union 1 Arena. They're coming off another victory over Robert Morris University. Hi, and welcome to the Flames Tipoff Show, sponsored by Impact Networking. I'm your host, Joe Brand. Pleased to have you here with us today. So the UIC Flames coming off a win over the Colonials in a game that they had some time off and also were bouncing back from 2 losses from Purdue-Fort Wayne. Didn't seem to phase them entirely. There were a few short spurts of maybe a lull with some tenacity on the floor, but UIC doing an excellent job of turning up the momentum late in the first half and then really putting it in drive towards the end of regulation. And Luke Yak, the head coach of his team, very pleased with the efforts and the excitement coming from the bench to pick up their 6th win of this season. We're going to talk with head coach Luke Yak a little bit about a few things. We talked to him about Tavion Kirk, what he's been able to do since Luke Yak knew him as just a junior high basketball player. And also, we get a little bit more of an in-depth look at what Luke Yak is like as a coach, also being a father and a husband. He shares some really close stories, which is pretty cool. Stay tuned with that. We have plenty more to get to, all here on the Flames Tip-Off Show. So let's get to our Xfinity Coaches Connection.
Welcome back to Coaches Connection here on the Flames Tip-Off Show as the Flames get set for their 2nd game in 2 days. And as always, we're talking with the head coach, Luke Yak. I'm Joe Brand. And all right, Coach, Tavion Kirk is a guy that you know very, very well. You've known him since he was kind of a little kid, and you know, you've been following along his basketball career that whole way. So what did you see when you first saw Tavion Kirk, and how has he evolved into the basketball player he is right now?
That's kind of a loaded question there, Joe. If you saw me the first time I watched him play in junior high, you know, I was watching him with a couple of my assistants. I'll never forget. I was like, hey, this kid's got to learn how to. He got a long way to go before high school. And you know, it's like every kid in junior high where you know, he has slowly learned over time how to be a leader, how to play hard. And he loves basketball, Joe. I mean, Tavion is, as we do our interview right here today, he's out in the gym right here as I look out onto the court. So he just has you know, he embraces getting better, and he has a stubborn competitiveness to him that can be good and bad at times. But he's a really good kid that enjoys winning.
I like that term, stubborn competitiveness. I've never heard that before. That's a good way to describe a lot of athletes.
Yes, you have to have it, and sometimes it can be a detriment, and it can hold you back at times. But the other times, if you learn how to channel that the right way, it can be a springboard towards massive growth in a short period of time.
It sounds a lot like, you know, being emotional on the court or not. I know you're an emotional guy on the court quite some time. Are you a superstitious guy too? Are you one of those guys that needs everything in its perfect place before game time?
Not at all, Joe. I'm not the exact opposite, but I don't. It just kind of, I think at one point I really was like that as a high school coach where, okay, guys, we're going to have the same shirt, the same shoes. This is how we're going to run out of the locker room, and like had everything planned out. And having children, and you realize like there's an hour and a half before the game and you got to go change the diaper up in the locker room, or you got to go buy popcorn for your son because he's really hungry and he rode the bus to the game and mom isn't there. So I got to take care of that. Those type of things, I think really have opened my eyes, and it's really kind of being able to embrace change and sudden change and kind of respond and roll with the punches at various times, but always have kind of the North Star of what you are and that you can come back to. That's been a part that I've grown as a coach and as a high school coach, head coach, and then even as a college coach. I really learned that a lot from Coach Beeline in the 2 years there, being able to adapt because he learned how to do it. He was kind of that guy, and he had shared stories about how just meticulous he was towards these like patterns of behavior, and then certain things happened in his career where it allowed him also to say you got to let some of this stuff go. So superstitious? No. I like play good defense, and I like share the ball. That's it.
You got to do this for me, and anyone watching this right now has to do it too. You got to YouTube. I believe it's Rick Pitino's son, as he's coaching Minnesota. His little son, about 4 or 5 years old, walks up to him, whispers something to him, and Richard Pitino mouths to his staff, "Hey, he's got to go to the bathroom." Mid-game, and somebody from the staff takes his 4 or 5-year-old away from the bench so he can go to the bathroom. It's just really cool to see coaches just turn on to parent mode in an instant like that.
Those are great moments. I tell you the thing I tell my staff, Joe, a lot, and that other coaches have told me, that it is so important, as a leader and what we're trying to do, and young men we're trying to build and provide an example for, is that they have to see you outside of the coach. Like, they have to see you as a husband. They have to see you as a father. And those moments where, the players understand, like, okay, dad can change a diaper, and dad's got to go get the sippy cup, and dad's got to go to the concession stand. So when they see you in those environments too, and they see you as a family person, and in those family moments, and then your wife comes in the gym and stuff, and I'm fortunate Amy's an unbelievable, just my assistant coach and my sports psychologist at the same time. And it's those moments, though, that the players, you have to share those. If you promote family in your program like we do, you have to show those moments and quite honestly be vulnerable at times. It's those moments that they remember. Like Trey Leslie, who's one of our GAs here, that played for me at Joliet West, and he's a GA here at UIC, and he'll bring up things and it's not about the wins and losses. It's just, I love listening to him. He said, "Hey, you remember the time Miss Amy always used to bring Subway, to our pregame dinner before." So Amy was picking up the Subway. She'd bring the trays, and we'd watch film and eat Subway, and that was our pregame meal as a high school team. But those are the things that forge programs together, and are kind of the glue that holds the things together, and what guys remember the most.
All right, we've got some other avenues to get to here on the Flames Tip-Off Show. Don't go anywhere.
If you're looking to lower your mortgage payment or buy a home, Credit Union One is offering historically low rates on refinance and new home purchases. Right now, you can get pre-approved in 1 day on a fixed-rate mortgage. Rates have never been this low, so now is the time. Don't wait. Conventional and jumbo rates are available. Call or apply online today, and be sure to ask about our $400 credit on closing costs. Credit Union One. Better banking for all of us.
While our UIC campus is quiet, the important work continues. Teaching and learning, caring for patients, discovering treatments and cures, innovation, persevering with determination and grit. The world is changing. The importance of your degree won't. We are the University of Illinois at Chicago for Chicago. Thank you to our students, faculty, staff, doctors, nurses, and all our service providers.
So pretty cool to hear Luke Yaklich, along with being a head coach, also just being a human being, a father, and a husband. I'm Joe Brand. This is the Flames Tip-Off Show here on UICFlames.com. We're getting you set for the Flames taking on Robert Morris University, as UIC is trying to sweep the Colonials here in Chicago. It'll only be the third all-time matchup between these two programs. So as we got to hear about Luke Yaklich and his coaching career growing up from being a high school head coach and going into the collegiate level, let's also take a look at his first win as a head coach, when the team was able to take down Northern Illinois in the first game of the season, a comeback victory against the Huskies, and a very sentimental moment for Luke Yaklich, his entire family, and the UIC Flames program. They did an excellent job of handing him a basketball with signatures from the entire team, and just a very cool accolade. This is our UI Health moment with Luke Yaklich.
A couple people came, would like to give you a gift from your very first career win. You got the name.
My work ethic and my passion comes from those two people.
right there. Talked about growing up on a farm and the diligence and the passion. Mom and Dad, thank you. The point is, guys, it's our program is about family here, and the family that you guys are bonding together. And when we win a conference title, we go to the NCAA tournament. These things are going to mean so much. Everybody in here, I can't thank you guys enough, Mr. Lippitz, for hiring me and offering me the job, and not losing your eardrum the day I screamed at you when you offered me the position. How about that, guy? I was totally caught off guard. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
UI Health takes pride in serving Chicago. We're in your neighborhoods, providing care closer to home because we're committed to keeping our communities healthy. And that commitment starts with a healthier you. It's more than a prescription or procedure. It's a healthcare team taking the time to listen. As partners in your health, understanding your needs is the first step in providing the personalized care you deserve. UI Health, changing medicine for good.
Not only is UIC looking for its 4th consecutive home victory, they're also looking to beat Robert Morris University for the 3rd consecutive time, obviously last night being the most recent, and then the first time these two programs had matched up was last season. I'm Joe Brand. This is the Flames Tipoff Show here on UICFlames.com. So let's take a look at the Flames standings, because yesterday's win did help them elevate a little bit in the Horizon League. Now, they do have some tough opponents coming up, but taking a look at it first, the Flames are now in 4th place behind Cleveland State, Wright State, and Milwaukee, and just 1 win behind the Panthers. Obviously a good thing there, but with Robert Morris right behind them, another victory today is pivotal to stay separated from the Colonials. We move into other games going around the Horizon League today. One final is Oakland's able to beat Youngstown State, keeping the Penguins down towards the bottom of the Horizon League standings. Big matchup as Green Bay is on the road against Detroit Mercy, IUPUI visiting Northern Kentucky. Purdue Fort Wayne taking on Milwaukee. It'd be great to see the Mastodons knock down the Panthers today if UIC can take care of business. And then the biggest matchup of the day, Cleveland State visiting Wright State, the 2 top teams in the Horizon League. Upcoming schedule for UIC. Next 4 games are on the road. So once again, it'd be nice to take care of business here at the Credit Union 1 Arena for 4 straight games before heading out to Youngstown State and then later on Northern Kentucky, and also just take care of some business before taking on the mighty Wright State Raiders, which will be in 3 weekends as they will host the Raiders here at the Credit Union 1 Arena. Well, the Flames are coming off a very solid win against Robert Morris. Again, a little bit of back and forth action, but when they needed to put the pedal on the metal, they did. And we're going to take a glimpse of some of the highlights from yesterday's ball game, thanks to the highlights courtesy of Jonathan Hood and Kenny Williams. We'll also take a look at the UIC women's basketball game today. They fell to Youngstown State, unfortunately, for the 2nd straight day, but another hard-fought ball game for Tasha Pointer's club. She has a lot of great young talent, great things for that program moving forward. Let's take a look at the highlights.
88-55. UIC with Jamie Hale for 3, yes sir. Hale knocks down the 3 from the right wing. The shot clock 1. And here comes Commander for UIC. Commander inside to Kirk for the dunk. High elevation for T. Kirk, and it's 7-4 UIC. Flames bench making some noise here at Credit Union 1. The dump down low and the dunk for Spear. John Williams inbound. Ferris for 3.
Oh, he fouled him, and it counts.
And a 4-point play. Senior from Freeport in the Bahamas. On the other end, here are the Flames with Howard. Inside is Wiley. And the tip is there for Diggins.
Tip dunk by
Brahma. The jumper is no good. Rebound snatched out of there by Diggins. Here come the Flames on the run. Diggins down the lane. The layup is good. Michael Diggins with the basket. 27-26 UIC. Flames with possession. Kirk finds Diggins for 3. Swish! Diggins knocks down the 3 from the left wing, and the Flames are up 4. And Diggins. Kirk flying one-hander, and the shot is good for Kirk in the lane. It's 32-26 UIC.
just so crap.
Commander. Inside it goes to Wiley. Commander to Diggins for three. Yes, sir! Michael Diggins knocks down the three, and it's 35-28 Flames.
Great ball move.
Bridges inside. Loops it past Hale for three. Swish! Jamie Hale knocks down the three from the left corner, and it's 48-36 UIC. Here with Kirk. A pass to Hale for three. Swish! Jamie Hale knocks down the three from the right corner.
Let
Great
Tavion
pass.
Kirk go to work.
A Hale for three. Yes, sir! Jamie Hale knocks down the three from the left wing. From the pass from Kirk, and it's 62-49 Flames. Score of 67-53. Flames win. The UIC Flames win their 6th victory of the season and third win in Horizon League play.
As Neka Obiezer finds the first bucket of the ball game. Full of big threes in yesterday's game. Here's Young blasting through and dropping in the first 2 points for UIC. Made an impact despite not being able to score much, as it's now a 17-14 lead for Youngstown State. Here's Mary Dunn with the reverse lay-in and good. Able to stay in bounds. Here's Young into a sea of white jerseys and drops it while fighting the clock. Up. Here's Young. Heaves one up and good. Makeda Peters, who's drained a couple of big threes, and a steal by Christian Young. Turns on the Jets and dunks in two. Moment, regroups. Here's Smith. Young for three, and good. Shoots it back out to Olsen. Into single digits on the shot clock. Olsen flying in and dropping it in. Left the Flames with three. Cross-court pass, wide open Albaugh, and drains a big three. Flames down by three. For the tie, and good. Left on the shot clock. Olsen against Case to Obiezer for three. And that's good for Youngstown State. To finish out the second game of this two-game set, it goes to the Penguins, 66-59 the final.
If you're looking to lower your mortgage payment or buy a home, Credit Union One is offering historically low rates on refinance and new home purchases. Right now, you can get pre-approved in 1 day on a fixed-rate mortgage. Rates have never been this low, so now is the time. Don't wait. Conventional and jumbo rates are available. Call or apply online today and be sure to ask about our $400 credit on closing costs. Credit Union One. Better banking for all of us.
One arena as the UIC Flames are getting set to try and sweep Robert Morris, also pick up their fourth consecutive home win. Be sure to switch over to ESPN to watch the game live. Jonathan Hood, Chris Bleck, and I will have the call for you. We'll see you over there on ESPN.